Hey guys, it's Maggie. I'm here with my first 12 by 12 layout using my Christmas in July kit. Here I'm just kind of showing you some of the supplies that I think I'm going to use. I'm going to start with this Basil cardstock background. The color is blank check. It came in a Scraptastic kit a few months ago. It's a light craft color with a little gold sheen. And I'm going to draw myself a circle using my very fancy pencil and string method. And I'm going to use that little sketch circle as a guide for the design elements that I'm going to do on this page. And the picture that I'm going to use is this photo taken of my three girls sitting on Santa's lap. I'm going to go ahead and trim this down to about 4 by 4 just to trim off that pre-printed frame and Merry Christmas that I don't particularly care for. And once I get my photo where I think I'm going to like it, I'm going to take the pattern papers I had pulled and go ahead and punch a whole bunch of, I think this is a 1.5-inch circle punch, or 1 3/4 maybe. That mistletoe vellum that I punched first, that's probably at least 15 years old. The rest of the papers are all some pink paisley, some Bella Boulevard, all different Christmas collections. And I'm going to go ahead and place these punched circles around my pencil sketch. And once I get them down, I realized that I forgot to punch circles out of the 2 tissue papers that I wanted to add to this. So I'm going to pull the gold one first, and it's going to take me a minute to get it so that it punches. And punch a bunch of the circles. And then I'm also going to punch some from this white sparkle polka dot. That one was a little easier to punch because that paper is a little more paper-like and not so thin tissue-like as the gold is. And then I'm going to rearrange my circles so that I can get this gold and white polka dot dispersed throughout there. And I end up overlapping the circles. And I really like the way that came out. I'm going to link the pin that inspired this layout. I'll link that below. It's pinned to my Christmas in July inspiration board, but I will link to it below. I'm going to go ahead and just use a little tiny bit of Scotch dry adhesive to glue down these circles. I am going to go ahead and stitch them on my sewing machine, but I just need something to hold them in place while I do that. Don't want to be chasing circles around. That'd be a mess. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue all these down. And then once I do that, I am going to mat my photo, I believe. Yes. I'm just going to pull out this vellum piece that I have. And I like this vellum. It has sort of like a iridescent glitter throughout it. It's really pretty. It's a little nicer than just plain white vellum or plain, sheer vellum. And then I'm also going to try to mount it on, mount it on this gold tissue paper, but I end up screwing it up. I tried trimming it with my scissors, but I couldn't get the sides straight enough. I brought out my trimmer, and my trimmer just shredded the tissue paper. So I ended up pulling it off and then trying maybe a messy mat with it. It just didn't work. So I'm just giving up on the gold tissue paper. And I play around with some of the exclusive die cut, Scraptastic exclusive die cuts that came probably in the December kit. And there I was just showing you that I went ahead and stitched down my circles. And now I'm going to back my photo with a little tag because I felt like it needed a little bit something else beside it, behind it. And I do want to color the reinforcer on that tag gold. Try a paint pen, but the paint pen was a little dried out and it wouldn't color. So taking some of my Martha Stewart liquid gold gilding that I love, painting the reinforcer. And that's a really beautiful gold. And it goes on so easily, it dries super quick. And then I'm just going to add a little baker's twine to the tag. This is a great baker's twine. I got it at the Target dollar spot a few years ago. It's really nice and thick. Not real thin and, you know, like some of the baker's twine that you get now. Which I guess is more like true baker's twine. This is more like a real, like string. Now I'm going to take these Scraptastic acrylic stars that we got a couple months ago, and I'm going to paint them with my Martha Stewart gold gilding so that they are these beautiful gold stars. I'm going to paint one, and then I'm going to go off camera, and ta-da! They're all done. And I will place them around the little wreath that I've made. And glue them down with a little Craft Quick Dry. I wish I had some, when I did this layout, some multimedia matte, or matte multimedia, whatever it's called, because some of the quick dry adhesive did ooze out of that one star that is not solid in the center there. It's more of an outline, but I didn't have any, so that's okay. I'm just going to play around with some embellishments. Nothing that you see really stays where it is. My camera ends up cutting out, title. I am going to do the title. I originally tried to do Hey Santa with these Pink Fresh Studio letters, but I found that those really light, they're a white with a gold stripe, they're too light. They don't stand out enough on the background page, so I'm going to put some thicker. I tried some red ones and maybe some gold ones. Finally, I find these black sparkly chipboard stickers. Just see here, there they are. And I think these are perfect. They're just, I think I got them on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I don't know the name of the fonts offhand, but, and I also end up changing my title from Hey Santa to On Santa's Lap. And of course, since they are chipboard, I do go ahead and glue them down. And this is where my recording cuts out. So here's a still. You can see I added a little camera flare and some flags there to the right of the picture, and the Oh So Merry die cut above the photo. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I will be